Welcome. We're headed to the Nordschleife in the late model stock. We're going to do a test drive, and after that, we're going to test drive the EuroNascar on the Nordschleife as well. We're taking American Muscle to the green hell. Let's see how it goes. These tests are meant for an upcoming possible championship that might have both cars running out here. We're going to see basically if we can get the cars around this track and also what kind of times, just baseline idea to see what kind of times and how close the cars are. And if we need to do any balance of performance to the cars.
Radio check.
So we should be good to go. I'm gonna check one more thing. Make sure the stream is running correctly. Why do I have iRacing on my screen? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, where are you now? What the hell, man? Test drive. Open XR. Okay, we should be seeing it on the same screen. So virtual reality can be a pain in the ass sometimes. A lot of the time when we are doing admin duties or we have to manage a race, basically be a race steward as well, we run on triple screens. But obviously VR is more enjoyable. It puts you in the seat of the car. You feel like you're in that world, you know?
Radio check.
Okay, there we are. I think we're okay. Yep. So this time it should work out. And we know that we're going to need higher gearing for sure. So let's go to the rear end. Let's see what a 352 will do for us real quick. And let's see if we can get the late model stock around the Nordschleife here. So we're sitting here in the pits. Let's see what happens. Okay. We should be ready to go. And for some reason, the sound is not working. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Hopefully the audio is working on Discord and OBS. And that's the problem. When you have something go wrong, it's some things automatically switch back, you know, like the mic and the headsets. Your audio basically is always impacted because if it doesn't detect VR, it'll revert back to other things. Okay, I think we got it now. Sorry for the delay here, but we should be good to go now. Let's see. Okay. All right, I think we're all right. Yeah, let's just get out on track.
Pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour.
So we've got an H pattern, late model stock here, V8. We will see how these gears work for us. It's only a 4-speed transmission. We went from a 364 rear end to a 352, hoping that will help us on the long straightaways. RPMs are getting up there already. Okay, so we need a really higher. This is not going to work for the long straight, so let's go ahead and go back to pit lane. So, even taller gears for the Nordschleife. Alright, let's go to the garage. And let's grab a different rear end ratio. So we're at 352, man, and we're still running out pretty quick. Thinking, what if we go to a 330? Will that work for us? Let's see. Next step, we could start jumping even further to like 311s.
We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
Copy. Timing. Oh, we're crashing. We're crashing. Alright, back to pit lane. Let's get this
There's damage.
test properly underway. I don't know, I have a feeling that we still need to run different gears. Yeah, we went up to third gear way too quickly. I think fourth is not just gonna, it's not gonna cut it there. So let's just try 311s. Why not at this point? What do we got to lose, right? So let's get the car out there, get those cold tires going, warm them up, and then hope for the best.
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
So are the brakes. There's my tire marks from earlier. All right, let's see if we can wind it up now. Tires are still cold. Don't want too much of that curb. Curbs stick up pretty tall here. They're pretty high. Ooh. Here we go. So let's see if we can get it around the lap here. We have enough torque that we should never need first gear. We shouldn't have to rev match down to get into it. So second gear, third gear through a lot of the track, I think. The long straights will be in fourth. We're going to fourth here right now, and now we gotta get through these corners. This track definitely abuses the chassis here. I mean, the late model stock handles pretty well on road courses. It was very surprising to a lot of us at first when we jumped into it. So the brake bias valve to move brake bias forward or back in the car is just right here to the lower right, just below the cup holder. So we're in fourth. Let's see if it is, we do have it. Yeah, it is properly mapped, okay. So we move the brake bias forward just a little bit to try to stop some of that rear wheel hop when we downshift. Should have been in third there. Getting used to this rear end with different gear ratios. Here we go into the carousel. Getting into the more technical parts of the track. Tires already feel like they're gripping a lot better than when we first started. The torque really helps the car, so you don't have to shift as much. You can still get out of there even if you feel like it's a little bit under the RPMs you want. And it has just the right amount of power where you can be a little throttle happy and it's not going to hurt you. So enjoy the lap. We'll try to focus a little, make sure we don't crash this car. And then we'll jump into the EuroNascar. So basically we're doing an out lap and then a timed lap and see what happens. Sorry, I can't see chat right now. We're just trying to get the laps in and then move on. Oops, little understeer there. Drop into the pocket here. So this is going to be the test of the rear end ratio here. We'll see what fourth gear goes to here in 311 gears. Are we going to run out of RPMs? That's the question. We're right now right around 6,200 RPMs, touching 6,300 now. But we are not running out. We're not running out of the RPM range. So I think these gears might just work. We're at 6,300 and it's not okay, 6,400, but it's not so bad yet. We're not redlining, so. Little blip of the throttle to get it to properly get down the gears without upsetting the car. Okay, so here we go. First lap coming up. first time lap anyway. Woo! Little sketchy through there. Front end just did not want to go. Little bit of a slide, lots of time. Here we go. Carpet does bottom out in some places. Woo, little slide, but it was full throttle there. That slide, you can see we didn't lose the rear, didn't go into a spin. So I like the car. On road courses, it has just the right amount of power. You can use the rear end ratio to help you adapt to different road courses. Suspension's pretty good. Like I said, this to me feels like a Trans Am car more than a stock car. Oh, wrong entry here. Should have gone to the outside a little and gotten a better entry there. Come on, let's go. Whoa. Wasn't too sure if we were going to understeer towards the wall there, and it did just a little bit, but using third gear helped a lot to get us out of that corner. Oops. Cooking a little too hot there. Oop, rear end started wanting to come around there. Popped out of the pocket a little early in the carousel, but that's okay. And again, I'm sorry I can't see chat right now. We're just trying to get the laps in, and then I have to step away. Little slide and then understeer, but we managed. Oh, damn it. The understeer got me on that one. What are you going to do? Felt like the car hopped, and when I got on throttle, the front end didn't have the grip it needed. So likely it's going to be over a 7-minute lap here. We're already at 6:43, and we're not even at the Bilstein Bridge yet. So we're in 4th gear. I think the 311 gear is what you got to run. I mean, it just, we don't run out of gear on the long straight, and that's what you got to worry about here. Okay, 5 laps of fuel remaining, he says. We'll cross the line and then grab the EuroNascar. So it'll be a quick pause, quick intermission, and then we'll get into the EuroNascar here. And we'll be using the H pad, or not the H pattern, we're going to be using the sequential stick for that car. Which surprised me. I figured for the EuroNascar would probably have an H pattern, but it does not.
That lap time was 7:27.3. We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining.
Okay, 7:27. So we'll be right back and check out this intro video, I guess. We'll be right back. Okay, let's switch cars now. Now we need the EuroNascar. And yeah, it's a totally different car, right? So, meaning that it has an H pattern in the late model, but the EuroNascar has a sequential transmission. So, as soon as we get in there, we'll be back on live camera mode. And we'll do 2 laps, an out lap and then a time lap. So we gotta try to beat a 7:27 around here. As far as the car setup for the EuroNascar, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. Thinking probably just road setup and then try to find gears that'll match. Back at it, but with the EuroNascar. Okay. Oh, gotta get something for the
Radio check.
There we go. So let's see if this car actually has. It does have a Ringmeister setup, so let's just run that for the hell of it, and let's go. So this should have gearing that works. Yep, sequential. That's right. Okay, let's get it started, and here we go. Okay, so you see there's a sequential transmission. If we want to adjust brake bias, the knob is right there next to us. But yeah, everything's looking good so far. EuroNascar time, here we go.
Pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour.
Steering definitely feels a little heavier here. This thing's got more power. Where it's got a 5-speed with a sequential. Oh, buddy. Oh, we're sliding, we're wrecking. We wrecked it. Okay. So let's go back to pit lane and keep in mind that we cannot
we have damage.
be crazy with this thing. Okay. Jesus, man, come on. So wide. This car's so wide to get it out of pit lane. Cold tires, cold tires. Full fuel. I think the front end lifted up there. This car could get airborne. I gotta say, I really enjoy the late model stock on the road courses. Like I said, it's a perfect combination of power. It doesn't take much to adjust the car. You just play with the rear end ratio and should be good. The EuroNascar is a lot of fun too, but it is a little more difficult to drive, a little tricky. So as you can see, we're understeering here. Should I have been in second there? I don't know. I think maybe just tires were the issue, you know? So once we get the tires going, warmed up enough, should get through those corners, okay? Whew! Feels strange to me to use a sequential in a stock car. Just not something I'm very used to. I know the next gens have them, but I don't drive them that often. A lot of curb that time. You really got to rev match properly to get those gears in, otherwise you just don't get it in gear. Too much throttle I'm giving it in some corner exits. That's a good, quick, easy way to burn your tires up, so we need to be a little smoother with it. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is quite a fun car. Alright, we're cooking in 5th gear right now. Let's see if we can get the car through this, the rest of the track and put in a 10 lap in the next lap. We'll make sure we're better set up next time. Get text-to-speech initiated before we get in here next time. We just ran into some technical difficulties earlier, and going back and forth from monitors to VR is a little tricky. Whew. Some fun on that lap. That sun's gonna get worse, probably get in our eyes at some point. Whoa, buddy. Quite a slide there. And the Nordschleife is the ultimate test of car and machine, right? So when you get that combo working and it feels good, it's quite a feeling. Start drifting through that corner, huh? All right, we got to keep the tires under us if we're going to get less than a 727 on the next lap. I am a little worried, though. This is the straight where, I mean, this is the Ringmeister setup that's on the car, but we are hitting the rev limiter here. Well, we're not in the red. Well, we're starting to get in the red. We're at 5,800, and I'm wondering, we're going to see. Oil temp is okay. Oh, it's going up. It's going up. Not too bad just yet, but curious how long it can go this way. I mean, we're at 5,800 RPMs and it's red, so. At least the brakes are good in this stock car. All right, let's start our time lap. Tires feel good. Got that rear tire, the right rear on the curb a little. All right, let's go. Let's go. We got to try to beat the 727. At least this will give us an idea of how the two cars are around this track. Little understeer, little oversteer, but we were in the right gear for it. Whoa, can't be taking that. That curb would just damage your suspension. I shouldn't be over there. I guess we should have stayed in fifth. I was worried about running wide, getting in the grass. So just keep in mind, I'm not fast really, right? And I haven't driven these cars here. I'm still getting used to them, but we're gonna do what we can, have fun, and hopefully improve time over time. I screwed up the lap there, lost time. I had to lift and correct it. So I feel like the late model can take some of the curbs better than the EuroNascar, maybe. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just me and where I'm driving and putting the car. I shouldn't have been on those curbs anyway with any car. Some of those are too tall. I should have been in second there. It understeered, got on top of the curb. But we even made some mistakes in the late model stock, so. Feeling a bit of understeer with this one. Fairly neutral, just a little understeer, which I think they do on purpose anyway. It's better to have a little understeer than too much oversteer. You can see there I gave up time because I took the curb. So now we got to try to be even faster and smoother in other sections of the track to make up for that. Couldn't get down in a second, didn't blip it right. Late model stock has 4-speed transmission. This has 5. Plenty of torque. Tires feel good now.
De combustible.
Wow, it sure takes up some fuel, huh? Okay, we're already at 624, so just because of the technical parts, the late model stock might be easier to drive through those, so it makes it a little faster through those, but no, don't lose it. Oh, Jesus. He took the wheel and saved us. All right. 5th gear, yeah. I think it's going to be slower than a 727, and obviously I've made a couple more mistakes than I did with the late model stock. The EuroNascar is a little trickier to drive, but I'm thinking we could pair both of the cars together. Let's see. It was a 727 in the late model stock. This is the EuroNascar V8 GP car, which is a car that's driven a lot in Europe. They have a championship for it, and it's NASCAR on road courses basically. So foot to the floor here. Oil temp is 2 degrees higher than it was in the late model stock, so this setup could work here. Nope, it's going to be just a little slower.
That was a 7:30.5 seconds. This is the last lap of fuel.
So that was the last lap of fuel. There you go. 7:30.5 in VR. We'll be back later, possibly on monitors. Have a good one. We're out of here for now.